What up, y'all? It's your boy R to the A to the S. Yes, Roz here with Proceed with Caution Blog, and y'all see a familiar face. That's right, it is brother Victory. Victory, what is up, bro?
How y'all doing? I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. See you rocking the Heat jersey.
Yes, sir.
Even though they lost, that's all right.
Number 3, D-Wade. Hey, I'm true to mine. Like even in loss, I'm a true fan.
Okay.
I'm not like y'all fair weather fans. All y'all rooting for Dallas right now. Like, no, I'm still a D-Wade fan. Miami Heat. I'm actually a Chicago Bulls fan more than D-Wade. But if you know your facts, you know D-Wade is from the Chi. So I'm still repping the Chi till it's over with.
Okay, all right. Now let me ask you about Christian industry.
Sure.
Sho Baraka, of course, he not only left Reach Records, it sounds like he left the Christian industry.
Yeah.
Do you feel that there are like some limitations as far as Christian industry? See, like he had like some frustrations with it, like, and what are they as far as like Christian industry?
Yeah, there are. Depending on what your goals are, there absolutely are.
Okay.
Right now, you know, they're not the platform for artists that are not doing exactly what like Reach Records is doing. It's small. It's like if you're doing what Reach Records is doing, and Reach Records artists acknowledge that you're doing what they're doing,
right? Then
your platform becomes a few 100,000 people.
Okay.
But if you're not doing that, your platform is a couple tens of thousands of people.
Okay.
You know, possibly 100,000 people and down. So what you find is, if you're, you know, we're a subgenre of a subgenre. Gospel is a subgenre. Christian rap is a subgenre of that. And now what you have is a subgenre of that, which is like party Christian rap and this type of Christian rap. So the pickings and the pie get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Right.
So if you do a type of music that's actually more for a mature audience, which the majority of the Christian hip hop buyers, like Lecrae fans and that kind of thing, are a lot younger. So if you do mature music like Sho Baraka, that's very intelligent, researched, historical, or just grown man talk, the 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old consumer not trying to hear that.
Right.
So for him, he probably needed to go to a different space because there really isn't a viable lane for what he does in Christian rap.
Right.
Now, if you took it out and took that label off of it and put it somewhere else, there are millions of people that want to hear what he has to say. So by making that adjustment, he opens up his market, gives himself an opportunity to make a living, a better living, and you know, have a long-term career and reach more people with a positive message. And you know, I don't think God has anything against positivity.
Right.
You know what I mean? So. Okay.
Do you think that we could ever break into as far as like black gospel radio to a consistent basis, and also CCM? Like the radio, you think it's possible, or? I
think we'll do CCM before black gospel.
Wow. Okay. Why do you think that?
Because black gospel, I think, is extremely closed-minded. You have people like Kirk Franklin who are doing things to try to open it up, but unless the gatekeepers decide to create a lane for Christian rap, so you got to remember, black gospel is a genre where the people who control the media outlets are still of a generation one step behind your average Christian rap listener.
Okay.
Like the person who controls the radio station, the television network, the website for black gospel music probably has no clue who anybody but is except the Truth and Lecrae and maybe Canton Jones.
Okay.
But a Victory, they don't know who I am. They don't care who I am.
Right.
Whereas on the CCM side of things, it's a little bit different. The people who are controlling the outlets now are, you know, younger as opposed to older. They're 30s, mid-30s, early 30s, possibly late 30s, early 40s, and they're a little bit closer to the music. So they dig a Lecrae, they dig a Trip Lee. So you see more outlets possibly opening up on that side. The youth pastors are younger. Whereas in the black church, you know, the age gap and then the understanding of the music, because hip-hop, secular hip-hop itself comes from the black community.
Right.
So the connotation associated with rap, whether it be Christian or non-Christian, is negative. So they even, in the black community, there's a thought that black Christian rappers are really pseudo-secular rappers using Christ as a means to be celebrities and make money.
Wow.
So they keep that, they try to keep us away from that. So they try to keep the kids away from that, and a lot of times they don't like it. Now, don't misunderstand me. there are hundreds and hundreds of churches out there that support what we do.
Right.
But there are also things like X Ministries and others that don't support what we do and think it's from the devil. So.
Right. All right, and then last question, and I want you also to plug your album.
Sure.
What do you think as far as there is, not a small, I would say a small movement that feels that Christian rap or Christian shouldn't be like a product. So we shouldn't be selling it, like we shouldn't be selling, producers shouldn't be selling beats. We shouldn't be selling that. We should be giving it away for free. If you want to depend on donations, that's fine. But to sell it is like selling the gospel as a product. What do you think of that? Do you think it's valid, or what do you think is the biblical basis for Christian business in terms of like gospel music or gospel rap?
Well, I have so many thoughts on this one, but to keep it simple, Christians doing business with each other is perfectly fine.
Okay.
I think if we're gonna sell, you know, it's about maturity. You know, there's an imminent. See, this is where the confusion comes in, because it's the responsibility of the artist to make sure that the consumer understands that it's a product and ministry.
Okay.
It's not one or the other.
Okay.
So what happens is artists irresponsibly sell the product as only ministry. So that can confuse the listener, because what ends up happening is they misunderstand the fact that, you know, when they meet the artist, I'll give you an example. When they meet the artist and they can't get right to the artist and touch the artist. Okay. Or they can't, you know, the artist isn't interested, you know, there's a certain amount of time that the artist can take pictures and they're gone. Right. Or when the youth pastor calls the ministry to book the artist for their event, they get an honorarium of $10,000. And they're like, I thought this was ministry. Well, the fact of the matter is, yes, it is ministry. It's 100% ministry, but it's also 100% business. So you have to accept that reality. Is that wrong? No. Okay. Because at the end of the day, you know, we are rapping the gospel, performing the gospel, doing movies and acting out the gospel, singing the gospel. So we're using a talent or a skill, no different from my ability to knit a shirt. You know, so if I was knitting shirts with gospel on it, should I give them away free because there's a scripture on the shirt? Or should I sell the shirt? There's materials. You would understand that if I made a gospel car, you wouldn't expect me to give it to you for free because it's a gospel car. Right. You know, you'd understand it takes money to make a car. You'd understand that you got to put gas in the car. So it's different when there's an intangible associated with it, because rap and the creative is intangible. People aren't able to assign a value to it. Right. You know what I mean? But if I was coming in and I give you a gospel house, you ain't gonna be like, it's a gospel house. Give it to me for free. This is a gospel house. Right. Like, it's a creative. Now, clearly, because we're speaking words and we're doing things, it changes the potency of what we're doing. It becomes ministry. But the bottom line is, it is a skill that we've acquired that we're selling, and in that product, we deliver the gospel. Right. It's both. So I totally disagree with people saying that it should be exclusively free. I think that's overdone. Okay. And then plug your album. Oh, my album. Yeah, I do have an album. Birth of a Legacy. It came out June 20th. I still want to say June 28th. Like, I want it to still be coming out. Okay. Birth of a Legacy, June 28th. I did it anyway. birthofalegacy.com. Go pick that up. You can hit up iTunes. Got my man D-Mob on it. I got, who else I got on it? D-Mob, Young Boy Vice Versa, Pastor 83 is on the record, and I think you'll love it. It's definitely a ministry-based album. I want you to listen to it and be encouraged. All right. Thank you, Victory. Thanks for the interview. All right. This is your boy Roz here with Proceed with Caution Blog. Kobe Sutz, and I'm out.